Hi, I'm Laverne Cox, and you're watching a special edition of Out at the Center for World AIDS Day.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Take your time. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it right. Come on, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Earlier this year at the center, Larry Kramer, the polarizing figurehead of AIDS activism, made a passionate speech to commemorate the 20th anniversary of ACTUP, AIDS Coalition to Unleash Power. The Direct Action Group defined modern protest and is responsible for hammering open the doors to affordable medications and informed treatments for millions of people with AIDS. Out at the Center's Rick Baruta spoke with Kramer about his speech and what's next for queer activism.
20 years ago, you were the disappointment act, so to speak, for Nora Ephron in this room. But you changed the lives of millions of people. So what was on your mind on that second Tuesday of March in 1987 when you came to the center?
You get little chills when you say things like that. Yes, we did change a lot, ACTUP, and I'm glad to have had a small part in it. It's overwhelming when you let yourself really think about what ACTUP really did achieve. There was this march on Albany by a bunch of, 10,000 Catholics, an enormous amount of Catholics somehow all got on buses, went to Albany and marched, a lot of them. I was angry, which happens every once in a while. And I started calling everybody I know, come to the center, I'm going to make this speech. And I said, if 10,000 Catholics can march on Albany, why the hell can't we?
Pace is immoral, gays are fabulous. Don't ask, don't tell. General Pace, go to hell.
Reality of the lives of so many people infected with HIV in our city today, praying to see their T cells drop so they can at last get housing services.
I'm hoping that the demo today, which was so successful, again, following the parallel of the first ACTUP meeting where we had a major demo so fast after the initial speech, and our speech here was only, 2 weeks ago, and here we're having a major demo. I hope that we have the energy to build on that. These are very precious days now as we attempt to piece it together.
We are discriminated against at every turn. As we prepare to die, the older among us will be taxed beyond belief. That prevents us leaving our estates to our lovers or to gay charities. God forbid the latter should happen. The gays with any money should endow gay organization with all their gay riches. Do you think I am being too elitist in bringing up this concern? Well, you are using this gay and lesbian community center now. How do you think it supports itself? Taxation without representation is what led to our Revolutionary War. Well, 200 years later, gay people still have no equality. Gays are equal to nothing good or acceptable in this country. It is criminal how they treat us.
Should we reenact the Boston Tea Party?
It's not a bad idea. We got a good river here to dump stuff in.
Quote, in the age of the internet, we can do much of what we did in our meetings and on the streets on the World Wide Web. Creating a blog would allow for expression and refinement of ideas and policies, like a queer justice league for denouncing our enemies.
The thing about also the internet is, and in the 2 days that I was allowed myself to be connected to our first early contact, I must have had, 2,000 emails. I can't process that.
This was a listserv you're talking about?
Yeah.
Where you were getting emails constantly?
Constantly.
Yeah.
And that takes the place of a meeting, but it doesn't take the place of a meeting. It only partially takes the place.
Right.
There's a real validity on everybody getting together in a room, which is entirely different than doing it online. Everybody gives everybody else energy, and that is very, very important. You can touch people, you can kiss people, hug people, cry.
If there's something that I haven't touched on that you think is really important to share.
I have a couple things I would like to talk about. I hate the word queer. I guess because I'm from the generation when it was really awful to be called queer. And I think that there's no dignity to the young people to reconsider the use of it and to perhaps all unite under one word, gay, and fly with that.
So lesbigator doesn't work for you?
I have to do that.
Okay.
I like the Tea Party idea better.
And that's all for this excerpt from Out at the Center's World AIDS Day 2007 special edition. If you want to see the full show, check out our website at www.gaycenter.org/worldaids. Until next time, I'm Laverne Cox. Stay in the love.
Friends who have died, and I wanted to get people excited about coming out and supporting it. Sometimes people sort of have forgotten about AIDS and sort of think that they don't need to keep raising money for it, and so I thought it was time to get people excited again.